What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today, we are going to be going over how me personally, can eat up to 3,000 calories and still lose fat. Before I get into this video, if you are already thinking, oh, there's no way, oh, that can't be real, this video is not for you. This video is for you if you genuinely want to change. And what I mean by that is the first person that pops in my head, I used to have a friend that was so hyper focused on losing fat. And this guy was like 230 pounds, and basically what he would do is he would eat like 1,800 calories a day, which is like nothing, and he would just starve himself, and he would get down to like 206, and then he would go up and down, up and down. He had zero balance with the food, and it's just crazy. And he always used to say like, oh, I fall into gluttony a lot, or oh, I struggle with food. And the first thing you need to understand is if you really want to get lean, you have to make an identity transformation, because the way you see yourself becomes your reality. That's number one. Number two, he never struggled with gluttony. It's not that he just was a fat whale, it's that he was under eating and over restricting. So that's number two. And three, most people don't have a food problem, they have a hole in their life. They're lonely, they're bored, they want to escape their reality. I'm guilty of it, we all are. Okay? My birthday's coming up in 4 days, and using this strategy, I'm going to be able to enjoy my birthday while not having any urge to binge or go crazy and stay on track. Trust me, it always looks like the grass is greener because you can't see the garbage and quite literally the poop in the grass because you don't see it. But the second you overindulge, you hate your life and you feel like garbage. So, how can I eat up to 3,000 calories and still lose fat? I'm going to talk about a full day of eating built on high volume, low calorie dense foods, and it's going to allow you to stay full, fueled, and more importantly, shredded. You guys can see right here the photo I put in, my low calorie protein French toast, anabolic French toast. So the first thing I want you guys to understand is that the problem with most cuts is that hunger is the enemy, okay? Most cutting diets fail because people get hungry and quit. Tiny portions, bland food, constant deprivation. It makes it very difficult to stick to a long enough time frame to see results. And the solution isn't eating less, it's eating smarter. So volume eating is going to allow you to fill up your plate, satisfy your appetite, and stay in a calorie deficit. High portion, low calories. So we're talking about cucumbers, strawberry, apple, raspberry, potatoes, egg whites, you know, a lot of those like low calorie, high volume foods is how you're going to stay consistent in the long run, okay? You're not going to want to eat the ribeye. You're going to want to eat the sirloin. You're not going to want to eat the whole eggs. You're going to want to have the egg whites. You want eggs still because that's how you get your healthy fats. But I'm just saying there's not really any benefit to going over 50 grams of fat a day, okay? I'd say 60 tops. So the high volume cutting formula, these three principles are going to allow you to have meals that are huge while losing fat. They're low calorie dense, so fill your plate with foods that take up space, but they cost few calories. As I said, potatoes, egg whites, Greek yogurt, lean protein, sirloin. Sirloin over the ribeye. High protein. Protein protects your muscle, it boosts your metabolism. Basically, your TEF, which is your total energy. I'm trying to remember. I think it's total energy. It's thermic energy formula. Either way, your TEF. Basically, it's going to allow you to burn off more calories because the more protein you eat, you're going to be burning more and more. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be staying in a calorie deficit. It's like getting free money. It's like protein's gonna help you burn more calories and it's gonna keep you full, but you might as well just keep eating more protein. So it keeps you full, and every meal starts here. Again, you gotta just understand that if you're not getting protein in every meal, I don't know what you're doing. Then we have the max volume, stack, layer, build, massive looking meals that satisfy you psychologically and physically without blowing your calorie deficit. So I'm gonna drive myself crazy with the TEF because I know TD, yeah, thermic effect of food. I don't know what I was thinking. That's what I was trying to say. So yeah, the thermic effect of food. Basically, you're just gonna burn even more calories. Hey, you gotta be real sometimes. Can't know everything. So, breakfast, we're looking at protein French toast. I don't really usually layer it up crazy with strawberries sometimes. So it's like, again, 4 egg whites, 1 whole egg, oat flour, cinnamon, vanilla extract, 45 grams of protein, absolute bomb to start off the day. Muscle building, fat burning. And then it looks like a cheat meal. I mean, this looks like IHOP French toast. Stack it high, top with berries. No guilt, okay? Zero guilt. Number 2, we got the giant potato bowl. Potatoes are the highest satiety indexed food, which means it's going to be the most filling out of any food on the satiety index. 1 potato is the equivalent of 3 donuts on the filling scale. So potatoes are the ultimate cutting food. They're high volume, low calorie, incredibly satisfying. As I just said, large baked potato, lean ground turkey. Personally, I always rock the 99 lean ground turkey or chicken, broccoli, peppers, salsa, hot sauce, whatever you want, and non-fat Greek yogurt if you want to get that sour cream kind of taste. 650 calories, 55 grams of protein, and that plate looks so big. It's like impossible to finish. Dinner, I usually go massive egg white wraps. So the base would be 6 to 8 egg whites scrambled into a tortilla, 100 calories, fill it with lean turkey, spinach, pepper, hot sauce, load it up. The result, a wrap the size of your forearm, 400 calories, 50 grams of protein. It's insane. Gotta lock in. It's the full day of eating. We have the numbers. So we have calories, we have protein, 500 calorie breakfast, 500 calorie breakfast, 45 grams of protein. 650 calorie lunch, 55 grams of protein. 300 calorie snack, 30 grams of protein. 700 calorie dinner, 60 grams of protein. 200 calorie dessert, 20 grams of protein. Again, big meals, massive protein, real calorie deficit. You might say, well, why don't you just eat less food? Because then you're going to spike your ghrelin, which is your hunger hormone, and your leptin, which is your fullness, the hormone that tells your body that you're full, you're satisfied. And if you want to get to a lower body fat percentage, you do that for a year and it's inevitable. You're going to be at your goal. Over these, you see 2350 calories, 210 grams of protein, a lot of big meals, real food, and it's a sustainable deficit that works for anyone. And twice out of the week, you could have a cheat meal that fits into 2350 calories. It's like, why is it? It's like impossible not to stick to this, guys. I'm trying to tell you. Okay? So, we're going to talk about why this works, the science of satiety. Satiety is how satisfied you feel after eating. It's the hormones of ghrelin and leptin, the how hungry you are and how full you get. So protein, it's obviously the most satiating macronutrient. It preserves your muscle, it boosts your metabolism, that TEF, thermic energy effect of food, okay? Volume, we talk about the large portions, triggering the fullness signals, ghrelin and leptin, reducing your cravings. And then we have the low calorie density, more foods, fewer calories, psychological satisfaction. Everybody and their mom wants to eat a bowl this big for 300 calories instead of a little pint for 500. These all work because cutting feels effortless. When your brain sees a full plate, your stomach receives high volume, high protein, hunger disappears, and so does the urge to give up because you know you're working and it's paying off without you even having to praise it or understand it. So here's your action plan. You shop for volume foods, stock up on the potatoes, egg whites, Greek yogurt, lean protein, sirloin over ribeye. Those are the staples. 2, build every meal around protein, 30 to 50 grams. It's the foundation. 3, stack and scale your portions. Don't be afraid. Make your plate massive. Visual satisfaction matters. Eat with the eyes first. Track for 2 weeks, then adjust. Don't weigh yourself every day. Weigh yourself Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. If over 2 weeks you're not going down, you're not in a calorie deficit typically. Salt, sodium, inflammation, your body not going through the cycle of pooping, peeing, that obviously could play a role. Use your calorie tracker to confirm your deficit, and then use the scale to try to help you. If the scale doesn't go down, you could be building muscle and losing fat. There's so many things. Don't let it ruin your mind. You can eyeball it. You can have confidence. And, that's pretty much it, guys. Eat more, lose fat, stay shredded. This is the old school cut where you go tiny portions, you suffer, you're miserable. That's gone, okay? That is the old way. High volume eating is smarter, more sustainable, more of a long-term game. And if you want to get lean the rest of your life, that's how you do it. 2350 calories, full, satisfied, in a deficit. 210 grams of protein, muscle protected, metabolism boosted, zero hunger, big meals, real food, real results. Up your steps, up your cardio. Yes, this is not clickbait. I was doing 3,000 calories a day, losing 1 pound a week. I was doing 30K steps a day, 30 minutes of incline walking, a workout. I was losing 1 pound a week, eating 3,000 calories. Now, yes, I don't recommend that. It's not sustainable long term, but that is how you're going to get lean. But if all this still seems overwhelming to you and you just want to guarantee you get the results, DM me. DM me the word START on Instagram. Apply for one-on-one coaching in the link in the description, because most men that I work with aren't incapable. They lack 3 things. They lack accountability, structure, and systems. And if I work with you one-on-one, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when you get these goals and when you achieve them. If you want to make it non-negotiable that you get to your goals fast as possible, apply for my one-on-one coaching and reach out. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, please drop a like, share, and subscribe for more. God bless. Have an amazing day.